Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a VeVe OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, smash that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. I love this game. Hey guys, I just got done with the OMI as my homie show, so just a quick recap here, and then just also what does that S mean? S is a symbol for hope on my planet. That's a Superman reference. And I guess that's one of the things that people are talking about. Like, yeah, what does the S mean? Is it S for Superman? We already have Superman a couple of times on this app, so I don't think it's that. What about a Superman comic? Well, ever since Futureverse kind of blew up and Candy is essentially up for sale, kind of a free agent thing, probably an expensive free agent. What's better for VeVe to do? Better to try to buy Candy, although they probably could get a really nice discount on it. Or is it easier to just talk to DC and just have them back the IP truck up and park it over in VeVe? Probably the latter, but maybe they don't want to do that. Maybe there's some type of thing with Candy. Maybe there's some cooling off period if they do it one way or the other. I don't know. But I guess we'll talk about that first. What does the S mean? What is it? I feel like Austin Powers. What does it all mean, Basil? VeVe posted this with a couple of eyes over on them, and originally I thought, okay, S. What does that mean? It could stand for sulfur, which is the 16th, I think 19th? 16th number in the periodic table. S for sulfur. Okay, what could that stand for? Is there eggs? Sam and Dean always talk about S for sulfur in Supernatural and talking about ghosts, so maybe it has something to do with, maybe we can get a periodic table, maybe we can get something with Sam and Supernatural. S for Supernatural could work as well. Everyone's like, oh, S for Pokemons or for taps, trades, Pokemon convert. That's bananas. I don't think this has anything to do with Pokemon. I don't think it has anything to do with... I don't know what IP this could be. South Park is another one. South Park is one of those things where it could look like that. But because South Park sometimes has that kind of gray symbol there. But if you take a look at the actual symbol inside of the picture, it looks pretty imperfect. So Mr. MC1 said, oh, it could be a Stacker logo. I don't think they would make it so that Stacker has these little chips in there, chip in one, chip in another side, got some scratches on there. It looks like someone just took a bunch of needles to it, and it's like, okay, maybe it's like a buckshot, so it could be Smith & Wesson. That could be a cool symbol. That would be dope. But it kind of looks like a coin. You know, coins can be minted from Denver, Philadelphia, San Francisco. It could be one of these things. I mean, we are already getting another penny black, 1840 penny black, whatever it's called. So it could be one of those. These are the things that we were just talking about over on the Omi Homie show. Now watch, I'll announce it before I even put this video out. But again, it also looks like maybe S for skateboarding. Maybe we're getting Tony Hawk type of stuff. Because again, it's very imperfect. Like it's worn, it's damaged, and you know what could it be? So comment down below what you think that is. I'd be curious to hear your thoughts. Other things we had covered is the 300 new users we had these last 3 weeks. You might have had a couple of users from DesignerCon, might have had a couple of users from Comic-Con, might have had a couple of users from that Bombastic guy. Bombastic has 700,000 followers over on YouTube, and he's part of the affiliate program now. And if he can get, you know, a little traction on here, it might tell a couple of his other friends. I was like, yeah, we can make some money on this. Just throw your affiliate link out there. Once they buy in the store, you know, you get, I think, like $10 per person. So it's pretty easy for them to make, you know, 10, 20, 50 grand if they, you know, have enough people do that. Another question we had was, when do you think we will have a blow off top? Now, I assume the person Devo Kyle meant for alts, which... blow off top for Bitcoin and ETH might not even be Q4 of this year. That might not happen until Q1 of next year, when the 2026 budgets come in. All these countries are buying Bitcoin and ETH. I do know for a fact that a bunch of banks and institutions in the world are going to rebalance to Ethereum. That doesn't mean that they'll stop buying Bitcoin. Of course, they'll always buy Bitcoin. They'll always trade that. But if that doesn't happen until Q1, you might not have a blow off top for alts until Q2 of next year. Now, that being said, Crypto Rain had said no. It's very I think Q4. He thinks Q4 will be very, very bullish for a lot of alts. Could that be OMI? I don't know. I will, by the time you guys are seeing this, within 48 hours, I'll probably get a little more OMI. I'll get up to 285, 290, give or take. It's not going to be a ton. I will get a little more DEVVE as well. Maybe a little more daCat, maybe a little more DEFINITY. But there'll be a decent amount into OMI. I'll try to get to 300 million before Vegas. And if I went over this in a video the other day, if it all goes well, maybe I'll get up to $500 million before the end of the year. We'll see what happens with the other stuff. But also, you know, you have that China trade war. It doesn't matter that Trump closed his 8th war, and you know, you have like, he should have won a Nobel in my opinion, but you have some very positive things that are happening in the world. You have a lot of stability, which is great, generally very bullish for markets, but you also have that potential tariff war with China on November 1st. So I don't think it matters that other peace deals are being signed elsewhere. I don't think it matters that you have another round of, not quantitative easing, another round of rate cuts from the Fed. I don't, because again, 25 basis points each one, not really going to matter. Rain thinks all you need is some green candles, and I agree, but I'm just kind of curious on where those green candles are coming from. If people were freaked out about that trade war with China, which might not even come. Polymarket says that it won't. They're an awesome betting site. This channel is not sponsored by them. Maybe one day, we'll see. That being said, none of this is stopping institutions or banks or even Trump from buying. Forbes had reported Trump has $870 million worth of Bitcoin alone, not including any other things like Solana, his meme coin, Ethereum, etc., etc. But cycling out of OMI, which is not something I've really gone over, but it depends when it happens. I think this is 2 to 4 cents in a blow off top. That's my base case. Bear case, I think, could be half a penny. It could be pretty low. Like you might only get like a 20x here in like a bear case scenario. But again, base case is 2 to 4 cents, 100, 200x from here. A bullish blow off top, you could get like 8 to 10 cents if a lot of crazy stuff happens. And then there's a golden goose scenario. It could go even higher. But if OMI is the last thing to run, I probably won't take any profits until like 9/10 of a penny, 0.009. And then, just I'll take a little bit more at every cent or cent and a half, 1 cent, 1.5 cents, 2 cents, etc. This way, I'd probably be out of at least half of my position by that 3 cent mark, if not more. And that would definitely, probably by about 4 cents plus would probably still have 20% left. It'd be my moon bag. I'd use to buy some undervalued collectibles, etc. Any way that I would have sold it beforehand is if it's like the first thing to run. If it's the first thing to run, at 0033, assuming I have 300 million only at that time, it's $1 million there. If it's the first thing to run, I probably should take a little bit of profit there, maybe about 10%, put into other stuff that hasn't run yet. Because again, from here, that is 13x, give or take. But these are just thoughts right now. Anything can go to zero at little or no notice, but anything can change at any time. So I'll keep you all posted on what I'm doing. And that's it for today. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. Love you guys. Meow.